Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and as you always know, you can like my videos or subscribe in any of the cats that is on the side. Also become a member if you are interested. Now, as for what this video is about leveling. As I'm filming this video, in 2 or 3 hours, we are going to have the early access for the War Within, the new expansion, and this is the talent tree and things that I want to talk about for leveling. You will level as a trickster, and the way you want to level is you get the unseen blade and you go for the flawless form, then thousand cuts, nimble flurry, a very useful talent, then cut the grass. Afterwards we go for smoke, devious distractions, surprising strikes, don't be suspicious, and disorienting strikes. Lastly, no scruples. This is the way I kind of want to level, because you get most of the damage at the beginning. You get your capstone, then you get the secret technique also applying phased in AoE, that helps a lot. Then of course the critical strike multiplier for our builders, that's well critical strike damage. And then my talent tree is focused on killing mobs fast with cleave, also with survivability, elusiveness instead of cheat death. You are going to do a lot of pulls, and evasion having that extra damage reduction is kind of good. You also can feint twice. You also have your blackjack with the airborne irritant, so it's AoE, and your blind that has a little bit less cooldown because of don't be vicious. Of course, with nimble flurry, when you have this one, makes it way easier as your Gormos bite, and echoing reprimand cleave when you have flawless form up. So you only need to get that one up, and then you can go into dance. And with rotten, those will treat, do a lot of damage, and also cleave, and it's instant. You don't need to wait for the whole tornado thing or anything else. Of course, secret technique still is our best AoE things, let's say, and we also eviscerate instead of black powder. Now, as for moving around, we of course have the less cooldown of sprint, it lasts longer, and we also have the speed shroud, 100% increased movement, and also 50% cooldown reduction. Of course, that helps a lot with moving around, and never forget to use your banish charges to get a reset on or your offensive cooldowns, your mobility cooldowns, and also your defensive cooldowns in feint and also in evasion. It helps a lot. Remember, if you pull like 6 or 7 mobs, it will be way faster than just killing them one by one. This may not be possible when you are like with a lot of people, but as you go into the further zones and you leave people behind, it's likely that you will be able to do that. Now, as for another thing that I wanted to talk about, let's go and talk about the gearing that I will be running. I didn't play a lot of Season 4, I did do some Mythic Plus, etc. And also got some gear from other seasons. But to level, I'm going to be using 2 damage trinkets, one being the Manic Gear Torch, with of course the Seal of the Diurnas chosen. If you can, you also get the Seal of Filial Piety. I'm going to go and get that one. Upgrade it also a little bit. That gives you a shield when you do fire damage. Even if you are seeing this video and you don't have the early access, there's no issue. Remember to get those. You can use your bullions and get them to like heroic high level. It's okay, even if it's not mythic. If you don't have crests, I don't have all of the crests needed. That doesn't matter. You can use a normal cloak instead of the silent star if you want. Also helps a little bit. Never forget to use your incandescent essence into a helmet. If you don't have this, it's readily available in the last raid of the expansion called Mirdrasil. You just go into looking for raid. You talk with the NPC after killing Igira, and you begin that quest, and it's likely that you complete it very easily. You have time, some days until the, let's say, real release if you don't have the early access version, and you can get that extra power that is very useful and keep that. Also, if you still have some bullions left over from getting your trinkets and the 2 rings, I actually think the Filial Piety one is stronger than the chosen one, because this is like some 0 point something extra damage, and the other one gives a really cool shield. Also remember to get your embellishments. I'm using 2 of the mastery ones, but you can use other ones, no issue. This dagger is kind of useful. You get the Dragon King or Beast. It's really easy, you just have to target them up and then use it, and you have it until you unequip it. I'm using the Beast one. That means that when I fall below 50%, I get 10% leech. Leech speed and avoidance have been nerfed plenty of times across the expansions. Now it takes quite a bit to get some power from them, but still, if you have this dagger or you bullion them, no issue. Even if you get a better dagger, remember to just replace your main hand and leave this one on your offhand, helps quite a bit. The Dragon King one that you can also use gives 5% move speed, and if you have the whole map discovered, you get an extra 5%. It's never bad. And as you know, speed is king. Now for consumables, it's nothing crazy. I'm going to be using some piles of corrupting rage, but you can also use the tepid versatility ones. And for food, I will be using the fortune cookies, nothing crazy, or the versatility and mastery ones. Remember to also have some ghost potions, just in case if you fall from a high place. You can use one of these ones to save yourself and not die. And I also have some invisibility potions if I really want to just go through a place where normal stealth is not there. I also have some ultimate power potions, but I don't think I'm ready to really use them. And your Dreamwalker healing potions, just for when things get a little bit rough and you need that extra healing. You can also get the ones that heal more but leave you with a dot, but I don't really ever use them, and I think those are kind of not that useful in the case of just leveling. So that was everything that I wanted to say. Just remember that the early access has no extra player power itself, and just have a lot of fun. I hope to see you in the next expansion, and I will see you on the next video.